Detroit zip code is 48226. Detroit borders Wayne County, Oakland County, and Macomb County, Essex County, Ontario, and Maroon County. Detroit's population is 680,281 with 4,903 people per square mile. The city of Detroit is 139 square miles long. The median age is 35 for the people of Detroit. The highest age range are individuals who are 16% and 20 to 29 years of age.
Tijuana and Calexico, the most fearful part of my life working drugs was here in Detroit. Some of the most violent people that I've met were here in Detroit.
Detroit's population is close to the same size now as it was in 1910, before the city's automotive boom began. The city's population peaked at 1.86 million in 1950. The 2012 U.S. Census showed the city with about 700,000 residents.
Along with food and water, housing is universally regarded as a basic need. But housing is not basic. In fact, in Detroit, a place which once built housing faster than any other major American city, and now demolishes housing faster than any other, housing is quite complicated. I believe the story of Detroit's housing is both unique and central to overly livability.
This is me letting you know the air quality is bad here. So, if you in the federal government, you need to come to Detroit because it's ridiculous. I'm just gonna.
Cancer is one of the most frequently seen diagnoses in Detroit, Michigan. However, recently there has been a decline in cancer in the lung, colorectal, and prostate. But lung cancer has been increasing due to the poor air quality. Prenatal care is important for all women, even if they have been pregnant before and feel fine. Women who receive prenatal care have fewer problems with pregnancy, labor, delivery, and the postpartum period than women who do not receive prenatal care. Many mothers of Detroit, Michigan do not seek for adequate prenatal care due to financial problems or lack of education on why prenatal care is so important.
What we found is that there's a health disparity between Caucasians and African Americans in the city of Detroit, and we found that that was related to the access of health care and education. So that's what we found would be the biggest disparity between the two high numbers of infant mortality.
So am I understanding then that people in Detroit do not go to the doctor while they're pregnant, whereas people in the suburbs do, and that cuts down the rate? Marcus?
Yes, and unfortunately some people don't have access to care. So infant mortality measures access and quality of care, and that contributes to the infant mortality rate.
One of the major hospitals in Detroit is Detroit Medical Center. Detroit Medical Center has over 2,000 licensed beds and 3,000 affiliated physicians. Detroit Medical Center has many different facilities that serve the population. Some of these facilities include the Children's Hospital of Michigan, Detroit's Receiving Hospital, Harper University Hospital, Hart Hospital, Huron Valley Sinai Hospital, Hutzel Women's Hospital, Rehabilitation Institute of Michigan, and Sinai Grace Hospital. The Children's Hospital of Michigan has more than 40 clinical specialties and is an international leader in pediatric and adolescent medicine. Detroit's Receiving Hospital was the first Level 1 trauma center in Michigan. This hospital includes a burn center that is one of only 43 in the country. Harper University Hospital is known for its innovative research and advanced education. Huron Valley Hospital includes the Harris Birthing Center with private birthing suites. Sinai Grace Hospital is Detroit Medical Center's largest hospital located in Northwest Detroit. Some other hospitals in Detroit include Henry Ford Hospital, St. John Hospital and Medical Center, and Kindred Hospital. Capuchin Soup Kitchen in Detroit is a two-kitchen dining room site which serves full-course, nutritious meals to hundreds of men, women, and children each day. Crossroads of Michigan is able to provide material aid as necessary, such as food, transportation, clothing, and the costs of identification and prescriptions. Mana Community Meal provides a free hot meal 5 days a week to about 200 people who are not able to provide for themselves. Many of the guests are homeless and out of work or suffer from mental illness.
How about this? The city of Detroit, speaking of crime, is the nation's safest city. How can that be? What is he talking about? Well, safe from natural disasters. According to a scientific study, homeownersinsurance.com commissioned it. And if you want to avoid, for instance, an earthquake or a tsunami or a hurricane, we're a good place to be, I guess. Ahead of Charlotte, North Carolina, San Francisco, Denver, and Boston. 3 major disaster declarations and 4 total declarations in the last 10 years, so we've got history. We get extreme weather patterns from Lake Huron, and we get cold temperatures, but natural disasters, if you don't mind living in Detroit, you'll avoid at least a natural disaster.
Out of all of the cities in the USA, Detroit is ranked number 1 safest city when it comes to natural disasters. The most dealt with weather issues include strong thunderstorm winds, hailing, and flooding. Based on Detroit's position in Lake Huron, it regulates external weather patterns and subjects the area to colder temperatures. Given the prevalence of natural disasters, for a great period of time a plan was not put into place for disaster management nor evacuation planning. However, after serious protesting from Detroit citizens, there were plans set in place to ensure the citizens' safety if an emergency situation was to occur. The Michigan State Police Emergency Management and Homeland Security Division was established in order to ensure that emergency personnel would be available to Detroit citizens in an effort to ensure their safety. It is the state's responsibility to ensure that all emergency personnel is properly trained for these situations. All healthcare professionals, as well as police officers, firefighters, and engineers who will play a vital part in ensuring the state's stability, as well as the citizens' safety, will be required to go through processes to ensure that they are capable of dealing with the situations that has come to pass. These processes include competency assessment, as well as training programs that brings all to be involved up to speed as safety protocols get revised periodically. USACE provides immediate and effective response and assistance during emergency disasters. This organization's program includes emergency management, planning, training, maintaining adequate supplies, tools, and equipment, as well as inspection programs for non-federal flood control. Agencies similar to USACE is only responsible for supplementing the work that will be already done by the city's trained emergency personnel. Yearly, the state government issues out emergency preparedness gift lists to make sure that families know the necessary items needed in effort to take care of them as well as their loved ones if an emergency situation was to occur. Those needed items include emergency prep kits for the home and vehicle, emergency lamps that are either battery or solar powered, mobile cell phone battery chargers, water filtration bottles, as well as emergency preparedness activity handbooks for children to make sure that even the kids know exactly how to deal with emergency situations. Raising awareness about possible natural disasters and emergency events that could lead to evacuation is very important. For example, each year from November 1st to the 7th, there's a Winter Awareness Week to make sure that citizens of Detroit understand the severity of the cold weather